Okay, testing. Glad to see that it is working. Yes, Porter, I know. Oh, I don't have your Porter cam set up. Everybody will just have to go a day without seeing you. Well. Um. Hopefully the bot announces that. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to do today was cut this down and play a green-black list with like some explorers and stuff, because the other version of this deck seemed a little bit promising. Halsey, welcome. Definitely want to run 4. Actually, may still want to run Sign in Blood. I definitely think we're going to need Thoughtseize, Inquisition. Probably not Baleful Mastery. That kind of seems against the what this deck is trying to do. Liliana might still be relevant. Halsey, thank you for resubscribing. 3 months. It's not like you accidentally remained. We're glad to have you. Okay, let's go ahead and just empty out like this entire list, with the exception of an Emrakul and maybe, yeah, let's take the rest of that out. These are the only 3 cards I know for sure I want to play in the side. Who's here to... If you don't stay, who's here to give me shit? You don't think between Tarek, Bone Daddy, Silver... Drazane, welcome! Oh, I'm glad you like the tryharding videos. We're going to be doing something a little bit different with the deck today. I was going to try and put together a, like maybe a black-green version that plays... the whole point is just to play, like, a huge Torment of Hailfire as fast as possible. Sorry, Halsey. Okay, so 3 Torments. I definitely want, probably 2 Masterminds acquisitions in this version. Well, thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, I mean, I would too. If I had Bragavons, I would be playing them in a lot of decks. Clayton, thank you for resubscribing. 7 months. That's a big deal. Thank you. Let's see. I'll fix the mana base in a... Well, you know what? Let's fix the mana base now. Let's go Verdant Catacombs. We're going to go up on to 4 of those. We need some Overgrown Tombs. T-Rex, welcome. Glad to have you. Ocean Infinity, welcome back. It is not my birthday. Nice try, though. We need 1 Besieju. I don't know if I want it in the main or the side. Probably the side. It feels like too much of a... like a hedge to be putting in the main. Halsey. Orfeo, welcome. Let's see. So the first thing I want to do is add 4 Explorers. What else was I thinking about? There's another Explorer. This is not mono black. I am making a green black version of this. We're doing a ton of land ramp into a gigantic Torment of Hailfire, and I am purely experimenting at this moment in time. Let's see. There's Journey of Discovery. I wonder if that's actually any good. It's too bad Summer's Bloom isn't legal in Modern anymore. Although, probably for the best. Let's see. What about that Cabal Coffers that cost 3 instead of 2? It only counts basic swamps. I tried to make that deck work as soon as that card became available, and it didn't function. Coward Hour, welcome. Glad to have you. The artifact that can tutor a land, Expedition Map? Maybe. We might want Expedition Map. I had an idea. I think it was Scale the Heights, actually. Because Scale the Heights can act as another mono-green Explore effect. And that's how we're going to cantrip through our deck quicker. I'm going to stay away from Dryad for the initial version of the deck. Grazer might actually be the way. Mixum, welcome! How you doing, Mixum? Let's see. Coward Hour, thank you for following. You're a wonderful human being. Let's see. I am forgetting something. Something that I wanted to add to this version of the deck. Gitrog Monster I like, but that's not what I was thinking of. I saw it when I was looking through extra land plays. Braids. I do love Braids. That would be something else, I think. No worries. I'm sorry I didn't get around to streaming earlier. Been a day. Let's see. I need Golos. Golos. Yeah, Golos would work. Even if just it's a ramp for Cabal Coffers or whatever. Hour of Promise. That's a good one. That's one of the ones I was thinking of earlier that I could not remember. Let's try Hour of Promise, Golos, and then like other than Rampant Growth, what's the best Rampant Growth effect? I know there's Farseek, but I don't want to play Farseek. Cultivate? Into the North's only good if you're playing the non-typed snowlands, I think. Actually, no, there's typed snowlands now, isn't there? But I don't want to play snowlands. I also don't want to play Primetime. That's just me being stubborn, though. Soccer Tribe, Kodama's Reach, that's just Cultivate again. The 1-mana one? Are you thinking of Caravan Vigil? I love Caravan Vigil, it just requires a Morbid trigger to be excellent. Terramorph! It's not a bad one. Lay of the Land just tutors to hand, though. Expedition Map? Recross the Paths? Let me think. We need to get someone with Waking the Trolls. That would be a very different deck, I think. Crop Rotation's not Modern legal. I mean, I guess I could do the Elf. What does the green triangle mean in your decks? It means I own all the cards, but not the version specifically put in the list. So, like, if one of my lists has a foil card in it, and I no longer have that foil, but I have another copy of that card, yellow triangle means I don't have all the cards or the deck's not legal. Green triangle means I just don't have all the versions of the cards required. Alzy, no. That's not what we're doing here. Although we could play, like, Persist, Unmarked Grave, and Reanimate Primetimes. Yorion Ideal, Undefeated. Yeah, that was a bad deck. Expedition Map might be what we should be playing. I was trying to remember... let's see... What did Death Cloud used to run? I know it ran the old Garrick. Mixim, thank you for resubscribing for 8 months. It's your boy with 8 months. Maybe. Let me see. Let me take a look at the old Death Cloud lists. They played Utopia Sprawl. I guess I could play like Courser, Eternal, Witness. Oh, you know what? Why don't we play No, I guess that wouldn't be very good in this deck. I was gonna say Dark Petition. Death Sprout. I actually like Death Sprout. You know what? I have been looking for a deck to play Death Sprout in for so long. I will play a Singleton here. Steve is probably a necessary, we'll call it necessary evil. Sylvan Scrying? Sylvan Scrying's not a bad idea. Expedition Map might be better than Scrying. I don't know. Scrying and Profane Tutor kind of compete. I'll think about that one. You know what? Let's play a couple of Garrick. And then probably should put a push back in the deck. This is the prototype version. It's subject to change. We won't have enough forests for Nissa. Although I like where your head's at. I know what I was thinking about. It's Cryptghast. Cryptghast was the card I was thinking about. The old 4 mana, your swamps tap for twice as much with Extort. Garrick, get out of here. You might be an objectively better card, but we're playing Cryptghast. We don't need Liliana. The green-black Nissa that's never going to see play? I don't even know what that one does. Could you name it Golgari Prototype? Golgari Coffers Prototype, name subject to change? I don't think I will be doing that now. I'm just going to call it green-black turbo-hailfire. Let's do Grave Titan in the side, because I love me some Grave Titan. Oh, I have a promo Grave Titan. Let's do the promo Grave Titan. Let's see. Zeb McKinnon does some of my favorite art. Near Kano Revenant, I think will be too slow. It's the same effect as Cryptghast, it just costs more on a slightly better body, I think. Okay, we need to build a sideboard for this. Like an actual sideboard. I guess I've got to play some Necromenches, because that's still probably the fastest way to... Whoa. Answer the combo decks. Actually, should I play a couple of Arboreal Grazer? I could cut the increasing ambition and then like a scale the heights for a couple of Grazers, I guess. Let's try that. I might need another fetch land. I actually don't want Castle Lochthwain. Let's go with a Bloodstained Mire. Cruel Reality? That's for like the regular version of the deck, or maybe like a Curses version or something. I do love Cruel Reality. I think the card's excellent. Yeah, we'll play a couple of Arboreal Grazer with a full suite of Hand Hate, a whole bunch of ramp, a couple of tutors. Okay, let's get our Cryptghasts. Hang on. Let's get our crypt gas, and then we'll play a game, see what's good, see what's not. I feel like Yavimaya, Arbor Elf, and Cabal Coffers is the ultimate combo. I actually like that. I don't think playing I don't like playing the non-forest land, or the non-swamp forest, basically, is what I'm... Crypt Ghast. Alright, basically free. Don't tell me you're going into this format without Damnation. I am. For now. Casually owns 18 Arboreal Grazers. I drafted the format a lot, okay? But welcome. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Something underscore games. I'm sorry. Let's see. I need more sideboard cards. What else is good sideboard? Like Duress? Maybe we need even more hand hate? Question mark. Wow, I have a lot of Duress. Damnation. Alright, fine. Damnation in the sideboard. Go with the full art one. And then the regular one. I'll ignore my 4 promos. If you're playing Death Sprout, just play Binding the Old Gods. Is it the same thing? Destroy non-land permanent. I get the ramp a turn later. Alright. It hits non-land permanents. We'll do it. Swarmed by small boys and die because it's one of those days. We'll see. We'll see. And then I guess... I'm gonna go with a... You know what? I'm gonna go with a Tribute to Hunger. Where's the Green-Black Titan? Oh, there is no Green-Black Titan, yeah. I took the Increasing Ambition out to make room for some Grazers. Alright, prototype list assembled. I'm not going to put this up on Stream Decker yet, so if y'all want it, take a screenshot. Otherwise, we're just going to play it. Alright. Let's see what's good and what's not. Those are Egyptian tragedy damnations. Clayton. Alright, here we go. Me versus Clayton. Alright, I will be keeping this. Opponent leads on Inventor's Fair. He's playing eggs. We draw Overgrown Tomb, so Verdant Catacombs, fetch, shock Overgrown Tomb, play Grazer, put Overgrown Tomb into play, tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent plays Chromatic Star after playing a Glimmer Void. We untap. We draw Crypt Ghast. So play a Swamp. Let's go ahead and explore. Play Coffers. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. You play eggs somehow, we could call it Rotten Eggs. Let's see, they play Reshape, so they're gonna go get Lotus Bloom. Yep. We untap. We draw Inquisition. How much mana do we have? Just 4. That is unfortunate, because I want to play Cryptghast. But I think I may have to Inquisition this turn. Reshape, Weather the Storm, and Bolus's Citadel. Well, take Reshape. Pass. Something tells me you've played Silver before. Yeah, I've also played his deck. I kind of know what's going on. So he's going to play Bolus's Citadel, and there's a really good chance we just die. So he plays Whir of Invention, gets another Lotus Bloom. Yep. That lets him cast Weather the Storm out of hand and basically ensures that he will not fizzle. He's probably playing a lot of the new Suspend Eggs as well. Meaning that there's a very small chance. Really want to see a Blood Moon against you? I mean, the regular version is pretty good at dealing with Blood Moon. This version would not be. Yeah, he just hit a Weather the Storm off the top. We're dead. Yeah, the Suspend Ring costs 0, and so does Lotus Bloom, and so does, like, Mox Tantalite if you hit it off of Bolus's Citadel. So I'm pretty sure he just cracks Bloom for green, Weathers the Storm right out of hand. I mean, he could also crack Sphere and Star. Ah, yes. Children of Corliss. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and concede. Because we are very clearly dead. My opponent has so many redraws. Alright. Time to bring in the Duresses. And the Necromenches. And I'm going to go down Cryptghast. And probably Golos. And maybe a Scale the Heights or two. Try like this. Watch him have Leyline. He'll have Leyline, and I won't have Feed the Swarm or Nature's Claim. Yes, I'd love to play first. Absolutely gonna keep. There it comes. Oh, I should have taken out Push. Yeah, you're right. We'll lead on Swamp. Inquisition. I could cosplay as Obi-Wan. We're taking Soul Talisman from him. Pass the turn. Plays an Implement of Improvement and a Spire of Industry. We untap. We draw Inquisition. Shock Overgrown Tomb. Inquisition. So let's take Reshape. Then we Duress Bolus's Citadel. A good old 8-rack gameplay. Pass the turn. Do you have the high ground? Morally. Opponent plays Chromatic Star. We untap. Duress. Take Weather. Sorry, Clayton. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only running 12 hand-hate spells. Yeah, we're taking out Push. Scale the Heights back in, and Cryptghast back in. Run it back. Do you morally have the high ground? You're playing Torment of Hailfire? Yes. Yes, I do. Cape. It's not great, but it works. See, I knew. I knew he would have the Leyline. Opponent suspends Soul Ring and Lotus Bloom. We start Bloodstained Mire, fetching up an Overgrown Tomb tapped. Need to start thinning our deck and draw non-land cards. Pass the turn. We should probably be playing Assassin's Trophy. Opponent plays an Implement of Improvement. We draw Hour of Promise. So, play Verdant Catacombs, fetch, get an Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. Pass the turn. Duder, welcome. We're playing green-black turbo, what do you call it? Hailfire. Opponent plays an island. Next turn, they'll have probably everything they need to win. We untap. Draw a swamp. Play a swamp. Scale the heights. It's just a 3-mana explorer here. Gain 2 life, draw, play Overgrown Tomb, tapped. Pass the turn. Golgari coffers for Kano's birthday. It's not my birthday. Welcome, Dick Record. Glad to have you. Alright, opponent gets a Lotus Bloom and a Soul Talisman. So let's see if he's got the Reshape or Bolas' Citadel. Almost certainly does. Plays an Aetherflux Reservoir. Alright, we've got a little bit of time. Not a lot, but a little bit. Play Verdant Catacombs, crack Verdant Catacombs. Get a Swamp. Then we will Hour of Promise. Then we get a Urborg. Actually, Coffers might be more mana. Oh, let's get Urborg Coffers. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Plays an Inventor's Fair, so he's got the... He's 1 mana short of Inventor's Fair for Bolas' Citadel. We draw Binding the Old Gods. Okay, hang on. Math. We're playing another Coffers. How much mana do we have? 14, 18 mana. So I could Torment X 12? Let's see, he's got 1 card in hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that he can sack. And he would have to sack all of it, or he dies to Torment. The alternative is I could fetch up Emrakul, cast it. No, I'm 1 mana short of that. So let's get something we own from outside the game. And we will get Torment. Torment X12. Oh, he might actually be able to stay alive with a Weather the Storm. Yeah. I did not expect him to have that card last. That lets him stay alive and keep enough mana. But casting it the way that he did prevents him from cracking Inventor's Fair and having the mana. No, because Soul Talisman is not 1-shot mana, so he can still crack Inventor's Fair. I tried so hard to make that card work. Cabal Stronghold. I could not get it to work. If you ever do a blue version of this, it'll be kind of like Bluetron? Possibly. Oh, you know what the absolute big brain play should have been? It should have been leave 1 black mana so I can duress him. He goes to 3. Well. You remember the jank deck that you played? Esper Curse Control? I love curses. I really do. They're missing like 1 or 2 more good curses to be an excellent deck. Because, like, as it stands, they are either worse Enduring Ideal or... Worse Enduring Ideal. Crap, there was another deck that I compare it to. I don't remember it off the top of my head. So, yeah, if he can cast enough cards in a row that Aetherflux Reservoir can start gaining him life, then... A one-card combo with the Tutor Curse? Yes, it is. Yeah, it looks like he's going to gain enough life to win. The only way is if he fizzles and hits like 2 lands in a row, and the more cards he casts, the less likely that is. If I had left 1 extra mana for him to be able to... what do you call it? If I had left 1 extra mana to Duress, my opponent wouldn't have had to sack Leyline, so that wasn't actually a play. The only thing is, if I did the math incorrectly and triple Cabal Coffers was better than Urborg Coffers there, but I don't actually think it is. I think that Urborg Coffers is more mana, just trusting my gut. Yeah, no, the Overwhelming Splendor Curse and Curse of Death's Hold is an excellent combo. It's kind of overkill. It's just fun. Alright, and they have 50 life and an Aetherflux Reservoir, so we're dead. An Anonymous Cheerer. Cheered 201 bits. Thank you so much. Alright. I bet you that was Clayton. So what are we missing? We're missing some Assassin's Trophies, which we should definitely be playing. Cryptghast felt kind of overkill, actually. Like, we probably have enough ramp without it. Let's do 3. Yeah, I had a Duress in hand. I don't know if you were actually watching my screen or anything, but even if I had left 1 extra mana to cast Duress after Torment, you wouldn't have had to sack Leyline, and you'd gone to 3. So then the Duress would have been useless. The Weather the Storm was not a play or a line that I saw, so good work. What else is good here? I guess playing like actual Rampant Growth is probably not bad, or Search for Tomorrow maybe. Let's play Rampant Growth. Let's just try it. I'll play a single Rampant Growth, and we'll do Cultivate. Alright. Oh, I need to play... I can cut a Duress, or 2, or 3, and probably play... I think I have a couple of Force of Vigors. And then we'll do like a Nature's Claim. Like I said, we're still testing. We're against Mr. Marcus. Verdant Mastery. I think if I was going to play one of the 4 or 6 mana ramp spells, I would play Nissa's Renewal, the one that gains 6 life and Rampant Growth 3. I will keep this. This is like everything we want. Opponent starts Arid Mesa, so it looks like this is probably an aggressive deck. Leads on Blood Crypt. If it's Hand Hate, it is not. It is Ragavan. We untap and draw Thoughtseize. So Verdant Catacombs, crack Verdant Catacombs, get an Overgrown Tomb untapped, play Grazer, and put a Swamp into play. Pass the turn. Opponent has Fatal Push. That is unfortunate. We need to draw another mana-producing land. Opponent gets Cultivate, which is not something they can play this turn. We draw Profane Tutor. We don't really need to Profane Tutor, do we? Profane Tutor can get Urborg, so suspend Profane Tutor, play Coffers, pass the turn. We have everything we need to win, we just have to hope our opponent doesn't hit Hand Hate off of our deck, or out of their own. Okay, they play Stoneforge Mystic. They get a Batterskull. Shouldn't they attack with Ragavan first? I feel like they should have attacked with Ragavan first. Maybe it doesn't matter. They hit Overgrown Tomb. Profane Tutor taken down. Yeah, the Sylvan Scrying with Suspend. Then we play Cabal Coffers, and we play Rampant Growth. Getting a Swamp. Pass the turn. Maybe they're still learning their $80 cards. Maybe. When it goes to combat, attacks with Ragavan, we just have to dodge a Thoughtseize. What do they exile? Hour of Promise. They can cast a ramp spell if they want. Reading is hard, I would know. Opponent plays, Kroxa forces us to discard. We discard Scale the Heights. Betcha that'll get a WTF. And opponent passes. Profane Tutor coming off Suspend. Cast Profane Tutor. Let's get an Urborg. See what we draw. Verdant. Play Urborg. How much mana do we have? A lot. We can X10. So let's Thoughtseize, because they're going to discard for it anyway. This might force them to put Batterskull into play, but really what I'm trying to do is avoid a Mana Tithe here. So opponent, going to put Batterskull into play. They animate it. Thoughtseize. We will take Kaya's Guile. Then we cast a X9 Torment of Hailfire. They sack the treasures. Yeah, they have way too much stuff. They didn't even have to sack Ragavan. They could have just discarded their hand. They are 1 mana away from Kroxa. What is my favorite cycle of old bordered basics? That is a tough question. I do not have one that comes to mind off the top of my head. Alright, we draw nothing. Oh, typo of the century. Nice job. So, I guess I bring in Damnation and maybe a Force of Vigor and Nature's Claim. Avon Full Art Unlands. I do like the Unlands. Both the... actually, all 3 cycles of them now? I like all of them. I'm going to go down Golos and probably Scale the Heights. And I think a couple of Thoughtseizes. We're going to try it like this. The full text lands. I can't believe they made that. Alright, we'll play first. There are 4 cycles: Unglued, Stable, Hinged, and Sanctioned. Did Unsanctioned get its own cycle of full art lands? How are they different? This hand is almost good. Mulligan. Oh, this is not... Go to 5. Oh god, go to 4. Should have kept the original hand. Go to 3. You know what? I'm gonna go to the next game. The full text lands noticeably in art. Oh wait, that was the last game. Shame scooped to game 3. Did I concede match or something? I thought just concede game. Oh wait, I lost game 1. Herp derp. Kano can't even count to 3. Are you kidding me? So a couple of things. We need to actually drop Profane Tutor. I'm going to go down to 2 Fatal Push, 2 Assassin's Trophy. I'm going to drop Scale the Heights, and we're going to play Rampant Growths instead. Was that you? Or are you talking about the one that you posted in deck suggestions? Oh. Oh, that was you. Okay. And even opening the menu crashed the client? That doesn't surprise me. Game 1, Game 2, there is no Game 3. Yes, it was that bad. I mulled to 3. I should have kept the original hand, but it had no green mana. Grazer seems good, but the problem is it feels like we run out of lands too fast. I need to play... I think Dark Petition is going to be the tutor of choice here. Because Dark Petition is effectively Diabolic Tutor. Or not Diabolic Tutor, Demonic Tutor. When you have Spell Mastery, and we should. This deck needs Growth Spiral. It does not. I guess we could do 1 Search for tomorrow. That might be better than Cultivate. It felt like we did not have quite enough green sources in the deck. The Flashback Tutor, Increasing Ambition. I took Increasing Ambition out for this list because I think it's too expensive. Isn't Farseek just better than Rampant Growth? Farseek can only get Overgrown Tombs and Indatha Triomes, which we have a lot less than basics. I think I would rather have the ability to fetch the basics. I mean, maybe it's about equal. I'm not sure. Now, if Farseek could get Cabal Coffers, that'd be crazy. Alright. Let's try again. Sylvan Scrying. Probably should at this point play a Sylvan Scrying. What do you think of a Streamer's Gauntlet? You let chat challenge you and just play us all night? Not tonight in particular. Like, how does that work? Do we all announce deck lists? Do you guys know what I'm playing beforehand? Is it just whatever I decide to play, I'll play, you know, I'll like spin the wheel right before I start a match or something? I do want at least 2 lands in my opener. This works. I'm going to put back Basic Swamp. Crabs! Challenge you, and once you see the username, pick your deck. You know us pretty well. I mean, I could do that. That would be doable. So play Overgrown Tomb tapped, pass the turn. Clearly we all announced deck lists, just to be fair. Well, let's see. Halsey's playing Boomer Jund. Clayton plays Eggs. Mixum plays Eggs. 2 different varieties. Let's see. We draw... That one wasn't, no. I just know that that's the one that you like joking about. Boomer Jund. Let's play a swamp. We'll go exploring. Mardu Blade, thank you. Alright, you got me. Play Urborg. Thoughtseize our opponent. Opponent's got Teferi, which we don't care about. Spellquellers we kind of... No, actually, we have all 5 mana cost stuff. I'm going to take Teferi. What are you going to do, Spell Queller or Rampant Growth? But it fetches with Flooded Strand. Farseek can get basic Swamp and Overgrown too. You know, Duder, that actually makes a lot of sense, and I probably should have. Before I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, Rampant Growth could just get basic Swamps, but you are absolutely correct. Farseek is just better than Farseek is... Explorer is not comparable to Farseek. Farseek is better than Rampant Growth. And the reason that I say that is because Explorer can help us play like an early Coffers or something out of hand. So opponent played a Tempo Spell Queller. We have Quadra Hour of Promise, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have any tips for a player going to their first tournament where they actually want to win? Think playing Sweaty. Okay, so if you want to play Sweaty, then what you do, make sure you have a bottle of water, make sure you have snacks. If you finish a round early, make sure that you're rehydrated and rest. Tarek, 10 months. Wow. Thank you. You're a wonderful human being, and I appreciate the support. But definitely take time to rest, and especially if you're playing a like a non-mono red goblins build or something like that in a tournament. We draw Verdant, play Verdant, Hour of Promise. Let's go get Coffers. Pass the turn. Opponent upticks to Fairy. Hits us for 5. So we got to draw a tutor this turn. Because while we can do a very impressive display with mana, we did not draw a tutor. Alright. Single tutor would have been fine. Maybe Golos is a mistake? Yeah. Yeah, it probably is. So I'll bring in Damnation. And I'm going to drop, I think, Golos and a Explorer. Try like this. I cannot get Wooburg for Golos, no. So perhaps it is worse than Farseek. Or maybe even just like Dark Petition. No, we would not want to run a filter land. We want to run as many swamps as possible. Even though Urborg turns everything into a swamp and we basically need Urborg to combo, I don't think we can play a filter land. It's the same reason I'm not playing a Nurturing Peatland, or anything like that. Alright, we do want to play first. What about a one-of Cataracts? We could do that if we were playing Golos. That would be reasonable. I think this is a keep. We have no ramp, but we have a Torment, and we have a lot of hand hate. Excited for the Storm Titan land for the D&D set. Could make a nice fun of in Bluetron. You would be. It's just because you like Bluetron. How soon in the night do I have to redeem 15k? I'm not quite there yet. Just remember, if you want it to be on stream, I'm not sure, but if you want me to make a video out of it, if it's eggs, I will make a video out of it, rather than... Actually, if it's eggs, I will probably veto it. Veil of Summer? I guess I take Veil of Summer. Because I don't really feel like playing eggs. Unless it's something really interesting. Okay. Opponent plays Misty and passes. That's a card we didn't know about. Okay. So, Thoughtseize. infect eggs. Take the ferry. We have Ice Fang Cuddle and bunch of lands. Oh, Scuttletide deck. Mono black eggs with Gravestorm. Man, Bitter Ordeal, storm count of like 70 would be impossible to get to. Okay, we draw Hour of Promise, which is a huge problem. Pass the turn. Multiple Urborgs again screwing us. Maybe with Hour of Promise we don't need to be playing multiple Urborgs. Maybe we can just play like 2. Would you say that's not very promising? Haha. Saltite Crab Mill Tribal. Can I redeem and you post a video of cooking with actual eggs? Oh, I don't know. You're asking a lot. Everybody wants to see me cooking. Kano cooking channel. It was my my other option. Like my 3 options for a YouTube channel were Magic the Gathering, programming tutorials, and finally after all that, a like cooking stuff. Pool points for like 30k. Aren't you gonna work out on stream? I should. We draw Damnation because we can't draw anything to save our life. Yes, I'm a programmer. Did you not know that? Or have I just not brought up the fact that I would know how to do that? Are we gonna die to Ice Fang? No, we get Assassin's Trophy. Let's have that clock, shall we? So what you're saying is that the Magic content flops, we get cooking content? No, that's not what I said. The Magic content is very successful. I demand side content so I can learn a useful skill that isn't Magic. Please do a tutorial on Python. I just F6 through my own turn. No! I even drew a Cultivate! You can't trophy your own land. It's, only opponent's permanents. Kano, teach us to code. I can't promise anything, but I can try. We draw Hour of Promise. Alright, float mana. Player board. Keep the new one. This is gonna get spell quellered. Use donate to give the Urborg to your opponent. Swamp and swamp. Play one, put the other in her hand, and then play it. Oh wait, no, we played a land this turn. Pass the turn. You know what? I might experiment. I might do like a simple Python series. Maybe I've been thinking about. So as far as channel stuff goes, I do know how to sprite. I'm just not that great at it. It's not my official, like, knowledge. I just kind of know how to do it. Out of necessity, I learned as a child. Yeah, Kano codes, Kano cooks. So what I've been thinking about doing, to reduce my overall stress level, is I've been thinking about making one video a week that is not Magic content. And I've been thinking about, like, so generally I post stream VODs on Friday. So on Friday I could do a video that is, you know, not, just not Magic content, and then have the Magic content be the stream VOD. So it could be, you know, it could be a workout video, it could be a cooking video, it could be a programming video, it could be me playing fetch with Porter, it could, you know, just something. Because I'm making slightly too much magic content. I have this gut instinct that I'm making too much magic content, and I need to do something slightly different. So that's kind of the plan. And on the flip side of that, I'm thinking about how I'm going to kind of change this up. I want to get to where I can stream twice a week. I'm not going to promise that yet, but that's what I want to work on. Kano in the garden talking about his PC water pump. I mean, that's what it was. Saw a Binding of Isaac playthrough. Yeah, I was making those in addition to Magic. Alright, I guess we'll try and fire off a Damnation. That's probably incorrect. I probably should still go for the Hour of Promise, but if my opponent has Spell Queller, I think we're just done. Counterspell, okay. I guess we cast Explore because we have the mana to do so. You were confused when you saw that? Pass the turn. Like, what does this guy do on this channel? The question, or the answer is basically whatever I want, but it's mainly Magic content because I feel the most comfortable doing that, and it seems like that's what people want to watch the most. So, and there's a lot of people in that camp, dude. There's a lot of people who are like, you know, Kano, whatever you want to do, you just do it and we'll watch. And that's cool. Let's see. I need to go get a card. Do I have anything that can actually save me? Damnation is 1 mana too many. I guess I can get Assassin's Trophy and try and trophy the Brazen Borrower on my opponent's upkeep. Like, what does he do on this channel? Fails to read cards and deny it's his birthday. Nice. That is 6. So I can Assassin's Trophy Borrower to maybe buy myself a turn. People think they come here to watch Kano. It's really for the chat. Tarek, quit speaking the truth. You can't tell people that. Then they'll just group up without me. With, like, more casual gaming, it's relaxing. I don't do enough casual anything in my life. And that's one reason, like... I lost this match, very clearly. It's not my birthday. Okay, I have to restart the client. But, I'm gonna talk about this for a minute. Let's see, who was that? Sissia says, I want more casual gaming, it's relaxing. I, as a person, do not do enough casual things. I have only, like... I play Hearthstone Battlegrounds. That's like my casual thing right now. And that's like a maybe twice a week I play once kind of deal. It's not enough downtime for me. Like, I do not know how to relax. I'm kind of a workaholic. I constantly feel like I have to progress, which is one reason that I kind of get burnout when I'm recording Magic videos. And the only way I found to get around that is to take, like, one day, record 13 Magic videos, put it up for the next 2 weeks, and then just, like, take off and try and do something else. And I don't do that often enough either because I'm feeling the burnout, so it's hard to get ahead. And then, like, you know what I'm talking about? Gosh, thank you, Orfeo, for gifting us Duder611 a subscription. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you to do for him or them. I will give every channel point to get you to stream something that isn't Magic. Yeah, so wouldn't be just talking about some random code relaxing to you, because it is for me. Like, if I was writing a tutorial, that would be work. if I was explaining what I like about a program, that would be different. But I don't really have anything that I could fill that slot with right now. I could talk about Quake's inverse square root formula, which was revolutionary. Fast inverse square root on Quake is one of the most legendary pieces of code ever, because if you actually look at the source code, the comment on the line that figures it out is seriously just what the fuck. And I'm pretty sure it was John Carmack that wrote it, though I don't know for sure. But fast inverse square root is actually an approximation of square root between the values of 0 and 1, and it's absolutely bonkers how this person figured it out. And it does like bit hacking, because they have a they treat raw float data as an actual int, so like literally just a byte stream, and they bit shift it all over, and they do math magic, and then they bit shift it back, and they say it's a float, and then it's just like completely crazy and absolutely brilliant. And I don't know if I could do the explanation justice, but like it's just insane the kind of stuff that those people pulled off. Like on the original Doom and Quake, which were both revolutionary for computing. Like, can I dumb that down to Halsey level, please? Okay. So TLDR, a number on a computer is a bunch of ones and zeros. And the size of that number, the size, refers to how many ones and zeros make up the number. So what they do is, for integers, it's just a number. Like, it's binary. So the first value on the right is 1, or I guess the right, for you guys' sake, the right would be 1, then then the next digit is 2, and then the next digit is 4, and then you just add those up like they're a system of weights to get a number. And that works for integers, for whole number values. When they start doing floating point numbers, the first so many digits, and I don't remember how many it is off the top of my head, and it depends on the size of the number, but the first so many digits is a power, explaining where the rest of the digits fall relative to 0. So like, it's like a floating point number would be like 1.1 times 10 to the power of 2. And that means that, what is that, 110? Like, it works out like that. Yeah. When you so fast inverse square root takes that floating point information, the value and the mantissa, which is the power, and it says, screw that, it's not actually that, it's an integer. Just read it like it's an integer. So like it takes and it considers the mantissa as part of the actual number. It takes all of those values, moves them over by so many digits, does a bunch of math magic related to this fast inverse square root function, which is an approximation of square root between 0 and 1. It's a really cool math formula. Then it says, okay, take that and treat it like it's an integer again. You can't just start explaining single precision on your MTG screen. Yeah. Like, all these people are just, like, leaving in droves. It's like he's supposed to be playing Magic, and he's just talking about math. It's just, like, the number of viewers is just dropping. Anyway. Alright, I haven't even started the client again. I had to get that out, though. But yeah, no, I think doing a non-Magic video every week to give me a break, just, like, pick a topic, rant about it, or, whatever. I think that would be cool. You need to do coding stuff, your eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. I have a video game that I'm currently in the process of making, and I have been for years, that I want to finish. But it's probably going to be a while. Okay, so now that we're back, this is the deck we were working on. Can we pick a topic you rant about? There's an idea. It's like, what does Kano know like, you know what? I could probably do a I could do like a YouTube poll, and I can ask people on Discord. That would be not a bad thing. Today I learned Kano can read. Oh my gosh, it's just like scientific study confirms Kano cannot read. He's completely illiterate. Even newer study confirms Kano can read but refuses to. Like rant videos are just the fourth and fifth round of any tryharding. Oh, that upsets me. I love hanging out with you guys. It's so much fun for me to play, especially like when I get those opportunities to talk about non-magic things, which is just confirming to me that, hey, Kano, you should make some non-magic stuff every now and again. People would enjoy it. So green-black turbo-hailfire. It works, but it's missing something. Rant, is today actually his birthday? No. Joest, welcome. We just ran this deck through like 3 or 4 two bands, and I think it only worked once. On a scale of 1 to 10, how thick are your legs? I mean, so I have not power lifted in 3 weeks. I'm taking a break, and I'm changing my schedule. I'm probably going to stop lifting to be as huge as possible and start lifting to be healthy. So they will be at their thickest now, unless I get horribly depressed and very overweight from overeating. But I don't intend to get any stronger than I currently am right now. Kano, it works 100% of the time, 33% of the time. Kano, world's strongest man when? There was a time where that maybe would have been the end result of my life, but I'm not. Thank you for answering, it helps. My legs are very muscular, and my calf definition is crazy. Heavy stuff. The Joest, how, like, how does the grinder, like, the grinder command line up so well with that? Just check the grinder command. Me specifically talking about weightlifting. Alright, what deck should I play? Orfeo wants me to play Assault Formation Crabs, which I'm kind of interested in seeing what the heck that actually is. I don't have an OnlyFans. Halsey has... Let's see, Halsey has... I don't have Ragavan. I can't make that deck. I wouldn't mind it because I like play... I also don't have Caldra. There's actually a few cards of this I'm missing. I like Mardu decks with Stoneforge. But, I don't think that deck's going to be around for a while for me. I'm going to... Let's take a look at Orfeo's list here. As soon as I find it again, it's in deck suggestions. Wargate Enduring Ideal? Oh, I do like that. It's just Solemnity Enduring Ideal. I do like that. I'm going to keep that in my pocket. Alright. I'll throw together Sultai crabs. I'll see how much of it I'm missing, and if it's not that much, we'll play it for at least a 2-man. Then if that, then we'll look at the Wargate deck. I apparently only have one assault formation. Let's see, breeding pool. Wow, I can't spell drown, that's for sure. Drown in the lock. Force of negation. I used to actually, before I started having a YouTube channel, I had a folder that I kept screenshots of salty conversations I've had with opponents. Let's see, ice tunnel. Then we need iceberg. Okay, you can't be running 3 iceberg Cancrics when you're not even maxed out on Hedron Crab. That is a mistake. Life from the loam. There's 2 loams. Mishra's Bauble, which I actually do have a playset of. I just don't play on principle usually. Misty. I apparently have a foil Misty Rainforest. I didn't know that. Obero. Then, let's see, Polluted Delta. Rimewood Falls. Bauble in a jank deck is fine. Ruin Crab. You're not even maxed out on Ruin Crab and Hedron Crab, and you're playing Iceberg Cancrics. That cannot be possibly correct. Scuttletide. How loaded is your Moto collection? So the Moto collection has only ever gotten bigger. Porter needs to go out. So as soon as I get this deck built, I will take him. So let's see. Snow-covered forest. I need 2 of them. I need several snow-covered islands. Then I need 2 snow swamps. Thoughtseize, Visions of Beyond. I'm almost done here. It is deeply an assault formation thing. Cancrics. Okay, alright. As long as there's some logic behind it, I'm okay with that. Phyrexian Fox, thank you for resubscribing. I don't know why the... There it is. 3 months. Glad to have you. Let's see. Then we need a Watery Grave and a Zagoth Triome. Oh, okay. I guess that is a faster way to do it, huh? Why is it... Following cards are not recognized? Okay, whatever. I'll just throw this together. We're almost done. Abrupt Decay, 1 of in the sideboard. Same with a Dead of Winter. Push. Then we need an Inquisition. A Lurrus. Vandal, which is technically a crab. Nile Spellbomb. 2 of. Then Priest of Haunted Edge. Okay, Snapcaster and Traverse. Alright. Nobody expects the Eldritch Inquisition. Oh, what? Tell me what I'm missing from the deck list, because I only have 58 cards in the deck. I'll be right back. I'm going to let Porter out. Alright. Sorry about it. Thanks for holding down the fort. Chair. Okay. So, last I heard, I was missing a Thoughtseize and a Zagoth. Yeah. So between that, I need to get 2 Assault formations. Chair Streamer of the Year 2021. I mean, he's probably got a better win percentage than I do. Alright, basically free. Chair cam. Alrighty. Alright, let's go ahead and I think jump into a 2-man. I won't make any adjustments pre-play in the deck here. Alright, start by revealing Luris. Yeah, you know what? No crab hand, but I don't know what's good and what's not. I'm gonna keep. Looking forward to drafting some AFR tomorrow, even though the set power isn't super high. Odds are the limited format's gonna be excellent. Opponent leads on a Blood Crypt into Ragavan. We draw Hedron Crab. Let's see. Lead on Crab, play Bauble. Pass the turn. Turning out better. Oh, your art? Oh, good. Opponent is going to lead on Bolt Crab. Alright. Had an unmoderated stream for a few minutes. That's only a little scary. Alright. Opponent exiles Force Negation, which is thankfully not something they can use to gain advantage. Then they play Dragon's Rage Channeler. So, look at their top deck. It's an Unholy Heat. We untap. Draw Bauble and Assault formation. Play Polluted Delta. Fetch. Let's get a Breeding Pool. And I'm going to immediately drown Ragavan. I needed the Watery Grave! Alright. My brain ceased to function there for a moment. I was like, I've got a Zagoth Triumph. I don't need black mana. Now we get Inquisitioned. What if it's a land in the grave? Well, I want to kill Ragavan because my opponent appears to be stuck on 1 mana. So, you know. Oh no. Opponent gets a crab. They're not casting it. Crack Bauble. Untap, we draw. Force of Negation. And a crab. Play crab. Play Triome. We're going to mill our opponent and enable their Delirium. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps and Unholy Heats. You know what? I am actually going to force that. Crab greater than monkey. It will be trading with the monkey if they attack with Ragavan. Never mind, they just have too many 1-mana removal spells. Alright. We get hit for 5, we go to 7, and opponent gets a treasure. I get hard evidence. They don't even cast it. We get Scuttle Tide. Crab Anthem. Pass the turn. Yup. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Ditch Thoughtseize. Make a crab. Okay. You need my assistance in a meme? Just need me to pose for the camera? Okay. So what am I playing against, Orfeo? What am I playing against, Ragavan Delirium? Probably Fatal Pushes? Red-Black Monkey. Fatal Push actually seems better than Thoughtseize. Johnny Light, it's not my birthday. Push Decay Spellbomb. Loam, I think, is going to be too slow, actually. I guess we'll play some Snapcasters. Cut Force. Yeah. Alright, let's do a kind of proactive thing, then. Try playing like this. Grixis Monkey. Alright, we'll play first. Reveal Lurrus. What are you going to force in an aggro deck? If that's the meme you want, that already exists. We'll keep. Lead on Obro, play Ruin Crab. Pass the turn. Oh, it's going to be a Kano punt card? Opponent plays Bauble. Scalding Tarn. Then passes. They draw a card. Why no Ancient Crab? Lurrus isn't worth it. You know what? Let's play... Let's fetch Breeding Pool and play Assault Formation. Pass the turn. I can tell you that cutting Lurrus is definitely incorrect. It's probably half the reason this deck is anywhere near playable. We're getting Inquisitioned. Great. They can take Scuttle Tide. No! No! We untap. Oh my god. Play Forest. Pass the turn. Opponent plays Polluted Delta. And a Scourge of the Skyclaves. Oh, I should have put Lurrus in my hand rather than cycle this Triome. Someone put a pun up on the board. Hard evidence. Alright, put Lurrus in our hand. My beard is surprisingly difficult to capture. It's a strange shape right now. It's a shape that it's never been. Let's get a Watery Grave. Play Hard Evidence. Pass the turn. block. Opponent plays a Polluted Delta, shocks down to 11. Plays a second Scourge of the Skyclaves. Oh my god, we can't even cast Luris. that's something. Okay, crack Clue. Play Crab. Pick up Obero, play Obero. Mill opponent. Pass the turn. Yeah, let's block. Ancient Crab better than Luris. Oh, where's my Damnation I can't cast either? We draw Priest of the Haunted Edge. And Scoop. Okay. I think playing Cancrix is just wholly incorrect. I think these should be another Hedron Crab, Ruin Crab, and Hard Evidence, because playing the Snow Tap lands is just... it's not great. Priest of the Haunted Edge can just get out of here. Send me coffers and I'll play it against this? No! I'm not doing that. Enduring Ideal. Right. The Wargate deck. Let's do that. Let's give that a spin. Good night, Mixum. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Bloom. Utopia Sprawl. Sterling Grove. Phyrexian Unlife. Nine lives. I don't know that 9 lives actually deserves to be in this deck, but I'm doing it because the list calls for it. I think on average, without Solemnity, 9 lives actually loses you the game faster than regular damage would. Out of time. We need Wargate. Dovescape. Overwhelming Splendor. Form of the Dragon. And Enduring Ideal. Okay. Time for the mana base. See, we need Breeding Pool. Forest. Probably cards I actually have should be... That is a white border form of the dragon. Let's see, 2 forests. Glacial. Just 1. Hall of Heliod. Hollowed Fountain, Hinterland Harbor, glad I got the mute off. That was a sneeze. Yeah, so 2 Hinterland Harbor, Island, we need some Misty, Misty Rainforest, Plains, 2 Plains, and we need Sun Petal, 2 Temple Garden, Wind Swept Heath, 4 of, then a Yavi Maya, which I do not have. I don't have any Yavi Maya. I'll have to get one. Rest in peace. And we need Spirit of the Labyrinth. That's kind of interesting. Never thought I'd use Vegeta as a reference for Kano. Oh, good. Let's see. Spirit of the Labyrinth. I don't have any Spirit of the Labyrinth? Okay. Stony. Silence. Ruined Halo. Nevermore. Prismatic Ending. Then we need Destiny Spinner. Veil of Summer. Wheel of Sun and Moon, Besiege You, and Detention Sphere. Okay. Wasn't it like reprinted twice too? So it's not even like it's a remand situation where it was an uncommon from an old set and didn't get reprinted for like 10 years. It was like in 3 recent standard sets and 1 non-standard reprint. Alright, 1 ticket. Or 2 tickets for all the cards I don't have. M20 in the list? It was in something else, too. There were 2 different standard sets it was in. I think it was in Theros. Really? It was reprinted in something else. That can't be right. Okay. Alright, I believe you. I'm just frustrated by that, because I was pretty sure it was in 2 separate standard sets. Okay, so let's go ahead and, I guess, take this into a 2-man. Play some Wargate, Enduring Wargate. Trust you in Scryfall? Never. Alright. We're on the draw. So the idea is like turn 1 Utopia Sprawl, turn 2 Wargate for Lotus Bloom, untap Enduring Ideal. This is a turn 3 Enduring Ideal. After all we've been through, you don't trust me? A stranger on the internet? I have to believe him. He's from the internet. Main goal is to get Solemnity and a no-die spell. Fair. Yeah, Wargate gets Bloom for mana. Do the old Whir of Invention trick. Yes. The old queue up and then leave computer. Uh, you know, in a lot of ways I miss my long beard because it was out to here. And in other ways, I'm really glad I don't have to deal with it. I just like was looking at myself on the OBS window, and this facial hair and hair configuration is what I would call classic Kano. This is what I've been pretty much since high school. Well, just all I was saying was my current facial hair and hair configuration is what I would call classic Kano because it's like the default look I go for and have since high school. I can tell my hair is thinning a bit. It's getting a little higher on this side. Actually, it's about the same on both sides. I just have like hair in the middle. Big beard was best beard. That was the longest my beard has ever been, but only by a little bit. Twice in my life I've had a beard that long. The first time was like ship captain length, and the second time was like approaching pirate captain, but not wizard yet. Can we talk about how good Turok in the full art looks? I don't think I've seen the full art Turok, or if I have, I've already forgotten. Um, huh. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Oh, man. We are about to clock opponent. If they don't come back to their computer in the next 2 to 3 minutes. All right. We did not clock opponent. Do I have a PNG of my PFP? I don't know what that means. All right, it's mono red. Hopefully we get there. We draw a Temple Garden, so play Temple Garden tapped, suspend Lotus Bloom, pass the turn. Do I have an image with a transparent background of my profile picture? Oh, the one with the one on Discord with the glasses and everything? I'd have to find it. I don't have it on hand. I do have it somewhere, but I'd have to actually look for it. Oh, the sprite. No. I don't think I do. Okay. Lotus Bloom ticking down. We draw Forest. Play Misty. Pass the turn. If you want my Patreon banner, I think is that image. Opponent hits us for 2. We get bolted. So we go to 12, go to 8. Fetch with Misty, go to 7. Get a Hollowed Fountain. Untap. Lotus Bloom ticking down. We draw Solemnity. Play Sun Petal Grove. Play 9 lives. Pass the turn. Oh. I like how, well, I mean, at least it has hexproof, right? So they can't just destroy it. But we're holding Solemnity. Opponent hits us for 2. 2 counters on 9 lives. We untap. Lotus Bloom coming off suspend. Red destroying an enchantment. Well, they could bounce it. They're blue. Who knows? Maybe their last 2 cards in hand are Pyretic Ritual, Iron Crag Feet, Cyclonic Rift. You don't know. Play Plains. Enduring Ideal. Let's get Solemnity. Pass the turn. Don't get greedy. This isn't greedy. Greedy would have been playing Solemnity and wargating for a new, Opponent unholy heats their own creature. It's okay. It's okay. I'm stupid. Opponent attacks us for 4. Nothing happens. Had to drive like an hour to get your Luris. Opponent gives up. So versus aggro, I think we bring in Prismatic Ending. And that's it. Let's take out... Oh, we want Detention Sphere? I mean, presumably we don't need Overwhelming Splendor. Yeah, we do. It's called Form of the Dragon. It kills stuff. Don't lie to me and say we don't have removal. You're the first person to point that out, and I hate it. No, actually, only the mustache should be off the scale. Every other thing should be the same scale. You're the only person to ever point that out, and I hate it. Believe me. I just couldn't, like, I did it and then forgot. And then I never looked at it. Oh, Out of Time's also removal. How's he quit lying, man? You can't just come in here telling untruths. Man, that's Solemnity Out of Time combo, though. Oh, I guess that is actually a combo, isn't it? Never mind. What do I cut? Overwhelming Splendor? I'm going to take out Overwhelming Splendor. And, a Sterling Grove. We'll try it like this. Oh, good. Halsey agrees with me. I didn't see your message. Well. Keep. Play Windswept Heath. Pass the turn. So we're going to fetch up a Temple Garden. We're going to play Sterling Grove into Unlife and probably follow that up with Debt Sphere. Ah, yes. The legendary 3 different 1-drops of 3 different names versus the deck playing Detention Sphere. Fetch up a Temple Garden. Tapped. Take 2. Untap. We draw 9 lives. Play Hinterland Harbor. Play Sterling Grove. Pass the turn. Opponent. Okay, so they play Expressive Iteration. We can Unlife into 9 lives to buy 2 turns. Unlife will buy us a lot more than 2 turns by itself. I was thinking we could Unlife and... I mean, if we get another land, we can just set up to do the Solemnity combo. Oh no. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. That's actually a better pixel. Oh, I should show you guys some of my pixel art if I haven't. Opponent kills us. They killed us on turn 2. I guess I could bring in Runed Halo, but run it back. That's what prowess does. Yes, I will be keeping this. This is a turn 2 Wargate. Or a turn 2 Detention Sphere, I guess. We have Prismatic Ending. So, Forest, Utopia Sprawl, Forest. Name white. Pass the turn. Oh, I should have suspended Lotus. Hopefully that doesn't matter. Dragon's Rage Channeler is more busted than Monkey? I don't think that's accurate. Opponent plays Dragon's Rage Channeler. We draw 9 lives. Play Dead Guy Ale. If I've got all the cards and you have a list, then sure. We'll play Hinterland Harbor, though I can't promise it'll be on stream. I can probably do... Okay, we're going to Wargate. We're going to Wargate for Lotus Bloom. And suspend Lotus Bloom. Pass the turn. Monkey is value. Dragon's Rage Channeler is an engine. I don't know that that's accurate. I think Monkey could easily be described as an engine. I will probably have to do it in a video simply because I don't like doing full leagues on stream. Pass the turn. I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but unless it's a deck I really know, I have trouble thinking and performing well for whole leagues while talking to people. We draw an island. Play 9 lives. If $7 for an individual card is a little expensive for you, if it's an archetype that you play and you're not willing to spend $7 a card for a playset, you probably shouldn't be playing Paper Magic. Not trying to like put you down or anything. It's just some people will play Jund. They deprive me of my enduring ideal. Oh, you think people are going to open... Okay, but that line of logic, that's probably fair. Why you gotta do that? So take some damage, untap. We get another Lotus Bloom, suspend. Prismatic Ending... I guess the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Hopefully I don't regret that. Yeah, most Jund players I've played against in Paper have more invested in their deck than a car. And I don't mean like they drive crappy cars either. I mean like their deck is as much as most people I know's car. of a fully foiled Tron deck get on your level. I almost had fully foil ad nauseum. And I had the foil Serum Visions back when there was only one printing. I think I still have a... Yeah, I have a foil Gemstone Caverns, if that's still expensive. It was at one point. We draw Sterling Grove. Play Sterling Grove. Pass the turn. What printing? It's a Time Spiral foil. Alright, we get on life. Play on life. That Caverns, by the way, that Gemstone Caverns, I bought for $5. Because it was way before anybody knew that card was good. I played it in my original ad nauseum list, way back when Splinter Twin was legal, because it got the legendary turn 2 8-card victory in that deck. That if you started with Gemstone Caverns on the draw and you drew the card you were missing, you could actually win on turn 2. Opponent has Counterspell. Okay. But I have like a full playset of... Well, you didn't even... you needed one Simian Spirit Guide to make that hand work. Because, like, turn 1, you had the land for your turn, then Gemstone Caverns, then you played Pentad Prism. Then you untapped, played an untapped land, exiled the Simian Spirit Guide, Angel's Grace ad nauseum, win the game. And across between 1,800 and 2,000 games played with that list, like plus or minus a couple of cards for tech choices in the sideboard, that happened twice. I have 4 foil 5th Dawn Serum Visions. You can't sack Sterling Grove to get Ideal. Ideal is not an enchantment. Opponent's going to hit us for 6. I think I do have to sack Sterling Grove to get a Unlife. Halsey. Yeah. Let's go get an Unlife. Look, you taught me not to read... Halsey, that was the one thing you were supposed to not learn. Play Unlife. Pass the turn. Yeah, I had a playset of foil Leyline of Sanctities. I had a bunch of the really good foils for that deck. I only ever got one foil ad nauseum. And that was like right before the deck got banned. I was really upset. But Clayton, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the Sprite. I really appreciate it. Opponent Lava Darts us. We need to draw Solemnity or Enduring Ideal. So there's approximately 7 cards we can draw. Opponent also doesn't seem to know how to play against Phyrexian Unlife. I guess no, that math worked out. Hey, Wargate works. Cast Wargate. X3. And Solemnity. Pass the turn. Chains of Mephistopheles? I mean, they probably have an Echoing Truth somewhere in their deck. Opponent Expressive Iteration. I mean, really, we need a Sterling Grove. Opponent Scoops. We did it! You know what that means. Undefeated. See, Kano, reading the cards optional. Alright. I think I'm going to have to call the stream just a little bit early today. I am more tired than I thought I would be. I can stick around and talk if people want to talk for a minute, but put a Wrath in the side before I have a stroke. I'm probably not playing that deck again for a while. I do have... what was I going to say? Something I was going to say. I could play... That would be a decent deck for Mad Meta. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, so I want to do some kind of non-magic content. I'm going to try and make that work. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to work that into the schedule, but... I'm not going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Somebody tried to get me to play up-to-date Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was in college. And I played a deck called Six Samurai. And despite the fact that I played literally my entire hand every single game, this is all I remember. I have none of the specific cards or anything. I played my entire hand every single game on turn 1. My opponent would beat me their turn 1. I never won a game with that deck. And I, like, that after that, I was just like, alright, Yu-Gi-Oh's dead. Not a game anymore. I think Porter just ran into something upstairs. God, you can't... I can't read that. Look at that. Look at how much text is on that card. Oh, hang on. Look at how much text is on that card. I can't read this. Like, clip that. I just realized I got, like, way up close to the... Oh, my God. Yeah. No, I'm good. So, I would not mind doing some programming tutorials, although I don't know... I would have to study up on a few things, because while I definitely could explain it to somebody and teach them if they were sitting next to me, I don't think I know a good format to teach. To just, like, create a lesson for somebody. Because... What languages do you code in? So, my primary language for a very long time was .NET or C#, as it's known for a lot of things. I used to do a lot of C++, especially in college, because we wrote our own game engines and rendering libraries and stuff. So I touched C because I did write some, like, code for graphics cards at one point because of that. I code in Ruby. JavaScript is probably my current main language, just that I know the best. But probably followed by Python, and then Go and Ruby. My college degree is a bachelor's of science in software and game development. So no, I'm not currently a game dev. I do a little bit of game development work in my free time, and thankfully I have a lot more free time now. But I have not. I've not done game dev work in a long time. And I've never done it professionally, I should say. But yeah, that's how I got started. I started off by like modding Command and Conquer and StarCraft about the time I was 9 years old, and then started programming at 11. Was terrible at it. Did nothing but programming, not develop a social life for the next 7 years. Went to college for programming, got a programming job, and here we are. Let me think. Oh, I have some. At least you got a social life now. Well, I did, and then COVID happened. Uh, I have. I have some sealed product. I want to do a box opening video. Bone Daddy, we were just wrapping up. Glad to have you, man. I was just rambling to Halsey mainly, but a few other people were asking me questions. Oh, to finish off Ocean Infinity's question about what programming languages I use, I have done it for so long that as long as I understand, like if it's an object-oriented language or a functional programming language, as long as I understand what the overarching description of it is, I can write code in it. How dare you? You demand one more hour? I mean, if you want me to sit here and talk and hang out, I can do that, but I'm kind of magicked out right now. I spent all of yesterday doing chores, literally nonstop. Like, I got up, recorded, went to work, then did chores for 6 hours, then went to bed. Then got up today, went to work, took a nap, got up, streamed. I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't mind hanging out. I'm just kind of magicked out at the moment. I recorded probably the last Modern Horizons draft video today, but I don't think I'm going to post it for a few days because the new draft format's releasing and the daily grind. Do I play any other games? I was playing some Hearthstone Battlegrounds, which is my casual thing to do. When I was visiting, a Dick Record PM me. I'm kidding. When I was on vacation, I took and was playing They Are Billions. I was playing the campaign for it, which was kind of fun. It was something to do. But when I was on vacation, and I had when I had a week where my computer was down, and I took PTO, I actually could not decompress. I was in such a workaholic mode and had been for so long, I could not relax at all. And that was a huge problem for me. I should do some Resident Evil videos. I played through all of Resident Evil 8, but I don't think I can give meaningful commentary while playing the game. And while I enjoy playing the game, and I really like Mercenaries, I actually only have one Mercenaries level I have left to get an SS rank, so I can unlock the lightsaber for Resident Evil 8. But while some people might find them entertaining, I don't think it would be good content. Have I played 7? No. 7 was actually a little bit terrifying for me. I played the demo. and I watched a bit of a playthrough, and I was like, this is just not for me. They turned the horror scale down like 1 or 2 notches when they made 8, and even 8 was like, oh my gosh, this is stressful. Blind playthrough so we can hear screams of Kano terror. I don't think I could do it. I really don't think I could do it. The like sheer adrenaline would just make it uncomfortable for me. I don't think I would have fun. Blind playthrough of Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear. Okay. So the footage of it no longer exists, but Layers of Fear I played with my ex's younger brother. And I think she was actually in on that playthrough. It was all 3 of us. We played through Layers of Fear, and that actually was a pretty good series, but the footage of it was taken down. So I don't have it. I've not played the second one, though. One non-magic stream and 1 moto stream a week. I think I'm going to try and do 2 streams a week, now that I have a little bit additional free time. The streams will probably remain magic-oriented, simply because I don't have a good camera or setup or way to adjust for streaming live content that isn't magic. Unless it's, of course, a different computer game, I could do that. I just don't know what else I would do for a second stream, I guess, is what I'm saying. But for non-magic content on the YouTube channel, I'd like to do 1 non-magic video a week. And I just, like, make it a little more casual, talk about something I want to talk about, do something I want to do. I think that would turn out well. You know, whether it's cooking, programming tutorials, me playing with the dog. Rant. Oh my gosh. I would have to, if I was going to pre-plan a rant, I would have to have note cards. Just like about how they don't butcher chickens like they used to. I don't know what that. Are you referring to, like, our modern treatment of animals in cages? I could rant a little bit about that, but I'm not sure that would make for very entertaining or compelling content. Just say the words that come to my head. That's how you get in trouble. More chair streams. I can't believe that more people were willing to watch the empty chair and a deck list than are willing to watch me right now. And I know it's later in the day and everything, but like that one got me. It's just like 2 did, because I was like, oh gosh, there's nobody moderating the stream. I better sign into Twitch while I'm walking the dog really quick. 22 viewers right now, 14. I should get like a little post-it note smiley face to put on the chair. Go. I'm glad Silver/Clayton's not around, so I can joke about sitting in Chair Senpai's lap, and nobody's gonna turn that into some art piece. Oh my god. What's the clip command? I don't actually know how to clip. I think you have to go back. Actually, I don't know. You'll have to Google it. Good news is I think you can clip from VODs, so no rush. Man, what else is new that I could talk about? My brother ceramic coated my car after cleaning it up, So now it looks like it's brand new again, which is awesome. Because it's literally polished to a mirror finish. And it looks so sick. That made me feel really good because, like, one thing I realized, my mental health is directly affected by my surroundings. So, like, my brother offered me, he's like, hey man, I've got all this stuff. I would normally charge like $2,000 to do this, but as long as you pay me the cost of materials, I'll do this for your car. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So he cleaned up my car. He vacuumed the whole thing out. He reconditioned all the leather. He cleaned the dashboard. He buffed the whole thing twice, ceramic coated it. And that car is awesome. And I immediately feel better because, like, there was a huge period of time where I, like, couldn't afford to keep my car clean and take care of it because I was literally spending every single dollar on, like, just trying to live. And I realized, like, how big of a difference that made in my life. And that was part of my whole, like, huge chore day yesterday. I feel so much better after having done that. I got myself a Raspberry Pi set up. I turned it into a magic mirror so it keeps my to-do list and, like, upcoming calendar in a picture. What kind of car? I drive a 2015 all-black Dodge Challenger. Thank you, Halsey. It is the shaker pack, so it's got a hood scoop. It's all paid off. I've had it for years. It's great. Oh, man. I love it. I got it with 15,000 miles on it used. I think I got the cheapest price in the nation for a Challenger of that quality the year that I bought it, which was 2017. You better believe that went straight to silver. Oh, great. I got it with 15,000 miles on it, and it's currently up to 75,000 miles. I love that car. It's fantastic. And ideally, can we turn that into a command? While I think it's a fun concept, I don't think it's a command-worthy clip. Maybe if something else crazy happens related to Chair Senpai. We'll see. Oh. Oh, man. Let me watch the clip again. I just don't feel like it was high enough energy for a clip. I'm glad Silver / Clayton's not around so I can joke about sitting in Chair Senpai's lap. Nobody's gonna turn that to something. Let's wait for a higher energy Chair Senpai moment. If the meme's got legs, it'll take off at a run. Let's do that first. Alright, well, Porter's bothering me. He needs some attention. He slept all day except for our little walk during the stream. So I apologize for the... I apologize for the short stream, kind of unfocused stream. Me missing for like 15 to 20 minutes in the middle of it. But it was still a good stream, despite all of that. So, thank you to Phyrexian Fox for... Oh, they subscribed to Tier 2. I didn't even see that. Well, thank you, Phyrexian Fox. I'll have to put in a Tier 2 emote so you can use it. Orfeo for giving out Tier 1 sub to Duder. Tarek for resubscribing. Espergoat Games. That's my best pronunciation. Thank you for subscribing. You're a wonderful human being, and I really appreciate it. Thank you to Tarek for resubscribing. Presumably Clayton for cheering anonymously for 201 bits, and Mixum for resubscribing, as well as Clayton and Halsey for resubscribing today. You're all wonderful human beings, and I really appreciate it. Yes, there is a tail wagging right under my arm here. I'll have to get the porter cam set back up because currently it's still in my backpack. Yeah, Halsey? Yes, the doggo. He's such a good boy. Porter's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. What would be a good day? Right now, the only plans I have made are for tomorrow. So maybe if it was a Friday or like next Tuesday, maybe. Saturday, I know more people would be available. If it was just to play Among Us rather than to stream it or record it, I could probably be a little more flexible with that. But let me see, because I usually have plans during the weekend. But we'll see if I can make time. I should be able to. I just don't know which day exactly. Such a good boy. Such a good boy Porter is. No streams, no videos. Among Us. Oh no. Sorry, Dick Record. That was a complete straw man of your voice, and I shouldn't do that to individual people. It's just the way that you wrote it. Like, that's how I heard it in my head. Alright, well. Don't say that. Don't say that. Alright, you're all wonderful human beings. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!